Sometimes I just need to dispose of the inventory because it's a much easier process than sending it back to my warehouse. But I don't know how to calculate these rates. I see these rate cards. I'm sure I can come close to the cost involved with actually disposing this inventory, but I'm not very good at math and I want to see exactly how much a past removal order has already cost me. So, what do I do? Well, the first thing you need to do is go to your payments dashboard. How do you get here? Well, you want to click on your categories, go to reports, and then payments. Once you go to payments, it'll take you to something that looks a lot like this. And then once you go into the payments section, you can go and click on transaction view. Once you click on transaction view, you'll be able to obviously customize this report. Maybe you saw with your statements that you got hit with a huge fee and you wanted to see what that fee was about. Maybe it's a $700 fee, maybe it's $1,000, $2,000. If it's like $10, then good luck finding it because there's probably a bunch of other transactions that are also $10 to $20. But let's say you got hit with a fee last month and you're not sure what it was about. So I like to click here, all transaction types. I like to do all account, all orders, everything all, because I do know that, for example, I'm looking for a disposal fee, and that's a service. I do know that that's a service. You can go ahead and click on service fees, and you should be able to find it. But I've had problems in the past by selecting service. I like to just look at everything. It's a lot easier, and maybe you find a transaction that you didn't even know about. So just select everything, all, and then I like to select within the past couple of days, and I like to be safe, even though it happened last month. You could technically select the last 30 days, but I like to be safe, and I like to select the last 90 days just so I can have everything complete. And then you can click on update, and once you click on update, you'll be able to scroll down and see your report, but I recommend you download this report. Don't look at the report online, download the report. Once you download the report, it's going to look a lot like this. These are the transactions in the last 90 days. As you can see, I eliminated the product details, the order ID, so the actual client doesn't get mad at me. But these are all the numbers involved in a lot of, here's orders, here's an unavailable balance, and you can see the order ID associated with it. Now, what's really interesting here is you can scroll to the right and you can see how much did it cost you. So something I like to do is I like to select the entire worksheet and I like to deselect row one. And then I take this entire worksheet and I sort it by column J. So I'm going to sort. I'm sure Microsoft Excel has something different. So does Google Sheets. But I like to sort it through column J. And I'm going to do ascending. And look at this. Okay, so here is unavailable balance. I'm not even sure what that's about. Unavailable. It's probably, well, if I were to look into it, it's probably the balance that goes from one statement to the next. But I would have to look into it. But here's another one as a service fee for $3,000. I'm not even sure what that is. It's just a service fee released. I would probably assume that that is. Oh yeah, that's from this month. Yeah, that is an FBA fee. That's a send to Amazon fee. This one's also a send to Amazon fee. That's why it's labeled as other here. But this one, however, is $730, and there is no other. It's just $730. Now, this will have an order ID associated with it. I took it out because I didn't want to show everybody all the order IDs. So this will have an order ID associated with it. So you get that order ID, and the next step is to go look at your orders that you have taken out from Amazon, the disposal orders. How do you look at that? Well, go back to Seller Central, and you want to go ahead and look at your fulfillment reports. So how do you get to your fulfillment reports? Well, you just got to click on the reports tab and then click on fulfillment. Pretty simple. Once you get the fulfillment, it looks a lot like this, Amazon fulfillment reports. You can just kind of keep scrolling down. And on the left-hand side, carefully look at all the sections. Here's a section on inventory. Here's a section on sales. Here's a section on payments. customer concessions, and here's a section on removals. This is the section that we want to be at. Then you click on removal order detail, and once you click on removal order detail, you'll be able to enter all of the specifications for your removal order detail. You want to go ahead and download it because when you download it, it's a lot easier to see all of the different columns instead of viewing it online. When you view it online, it's very limited. You might be able to find your answer, but viewing it online, you have to enter lots of things. You encounter lots of errors that it's just a lot easier to download it. See all these things that you got to fill out, but if you click on download, that's it. That's all you got to do. And then, maybe I want to look at the last 90 days. So I enter the exact dates. I go back as far as I can. So, oh, wait, hold on. So it's, okay, so it's June 5th. So 1, 2, and 3, March, probably 6 or something. March 6th to June 5th, I request a CSV download. And once I do that, it's going to take probably like 5 minutes. And the download's in progress. It's going to eventually change to finished, or you can click on download, as you can see around here. And once it's done, you can click on download and go ahead and look at that worksheet. I already have this worksheet pulled up. I eliminated the order ID, the details of the SKUs and the FN SKU, but it looks a lot like this. Here's the requested removal order dates. So I actually requested these removal orders. A lot of them are disposal. And the order ID is here. See, you can match it. You can match this order ID with the other order ID that you grabbed from this report. Once you match it, you first have the cost associated with it. Then you match the order ID and you see exactly what it was about. So when did you request it? And you can see your SKU. You can see how many units you actually ordered to be disposed. You can see the in-process quantity, or you can even see if it's completed or not. So some of these are completed. So maybe one of these is completed and maybe it just completed. And that's more than likely the order that you're trying to look for. It'll more than likely match the order ID that you found. And you'll be able to finally locate the order that you requested a disposal for. And you can see exactly how much it was. And Amazon seller, you can hire an experienced virtual assistant to help you with your Amazon needs on eCompeteSolutions.com. Head on over there and click on this button right here that says Amazon Virtual Assistant. Once you click on that button, it'll take you to a web page where you will find 2 videos in 2 different languages explaining all of the features of Amazon Virtual Assistant. Check out all of the different ways that Amazon Virtual Assistant can help you make more money while you have more time to focus on your business.